Howdy, howdy. Welcome in, people. Got the space background up today, the sci-fi... Sci-fi? The sci-fi background up. Because we're playing a... Well, on theme with my cybernetics for a change, we're playing a sci-fi farming game. And, I love it. It's a really good game. Hello out there. Hello, Axehead. Hello, Lako Soska. Damn. That is a mouthful. Please inform me how you say that. Who else is here? Anyone else gonna say hello? On this fine Saturday evening for me. Well, anyway, for people watching later, this game is pretty damn epic. Its aesthetic is amazing. It builds off Stardew Valley's fundamental genre principles, so to speak, like really eloquently, and does really fun things. It kind of reverse engineers the entire Stardew Valley process in a really new way. I'll explain more as we play it, but I'm currently doing a full playthrough of it and recording it because I want to do an in-depth video about it, like an edited video. But I felt in the meantime I could probably share some of what I'm learning about the game, and you know, but rather than me just like taking like maybe like a month to make a video about it, and maybe you watch it, we could have some live streams where I play the game as well, because it really is worth playing if you love Stardew Valley, if you love farm sims. The game speaks for itself, so I guess we'll just get in there and we'll play it. I don't know if I'm going to catch up with my save file at some point, or I might jump ahead onto my save file to show everybody where the progress can actually take you in the game. We'll see how it goes as I play it. Ugh. Let's get some water. All right, let's get into it. Let's start a new game. This is my current game. How long have I been playing it? I don't think it says a time on there. 42nd of pre-season, whatever pre-season. I think pre-season means before the planet has established. Hey there, Renee. How you doing? Was it Renee? You let me know. I think pre-season means because basically you arrive on this planet and it doesn't have any seasons. It's like basically dead. So I think pre-season means before you have formal seasons on the planet, which is really interesting now I think about it. You don't have seasons. You don't have a town. You don't have anybody to talk to. You are very, very lonely at the beginning of the game, and it works really well. Like, I was walking around this planet going, what am I meant to do? What's going on in this? Here we are in space. Deep space. In a bus. Big old chunky bus. Look at... I love this. What you've got a mix of here is 3D models and pixel models as well. It's like 2D pixels brought into the sort of a 3D perspective. I love it. It's beautiful. Planet Calypso, system NGC6503. Communications poor. Atmosphere toxic. Troposphere stagnant. Ecosystem analyzing. No life forms detected. Could have done a robot voice there. I made a choice. Oh, that doesn't seem right. Does it? Toxic air? No life? We followed the coordinates precisely. Being on autopilot most of the time. Why would they... QWERTY! Yes, your robot is named QWERTY. Steadfast beep, whatever that sounds like. Beep! Sorry about that, buddy. Not sure what just happened. A ship malfunction? Radiation or electromagnetic waves frying the receiver? Weird, but too little too late. Look outside. We're here. I really like this opening. It's not too heavy or lofty. Can you just get right into it? That's always a check for me. I don't know if people prefer like elongated like intros to farming sims, but I prefer like the Stardew approach of like, here's your backstory, go. Dig in the dirt. Hello, Shigal. Welcome. It was a bit of a rough landing, but at least we're both still intact. Your computer is not intact, though. Oh, crap! How will I play Elden Ring now? We'll just have to figure it out later. Anyway, we made it, Cordy. Our new home. Curious beep! We've come a long way, but hopefully it will have been worth it. The PGP, the pink giggly people, wouldn't send us all the way out here if it were a complete waste of time, right? Don't answer that. I'm trying to stay hopeful. Well, whatever happens, at least your tracks will be right next to my footprints. Apparently, you're going to be able to pick from having a feminine model or a male or a masculine model in the future. I've seen like some pictures of it. You can have like a spiky ponytail instead. Because this game is in early access, but it feels very complete nonetheless. Anyway, let's go see what the pink giggly people sent us here to do. I'm pretty sure it doesn't stand for that, but I just prefer that. As you can see, look at that lovely placement of the title there. Look at this really unique kind of style in the game here. Your matter manipulator is for hoeing the ground. Your mining laser is for mining rocks. And your spray that's your watering can. Gust you could use to do all kinds of things. That's actually used for unhoeing the ground. It gets upgraded to shoot pests off of your crops as well. You use it to uncover artifacts in the dirt. Your Omni tool, your inventory. So what you've got is all of your farming tools are built into your suit. So there's your watering can. It will run out. Your first task. You need to cultivate the land. All colonies need reliable food source. Basically, you become a literal supplier of food in this game. You are not just somebody who's a farmer selling some food out there randomly. Oh, you've watched all my videos. All the edited ones. Guess you didn't watch all the live streams. Well, thanks for doing that. I'm glad you liked them. That's a lot of videos to watch. That's a lot of videos. How long did that take you? Basically, you're the food source. So if you don't grow things, people starve. It's a big change. You get little missions where you need to meet the quota of food that people need on the colony every month. Well, regularly. It's more than monthly, actually. It never feels too stressful, though. And this game's got a really good handle on not making things stressful, as you'll see as we go along. So there's your water. And if your water runs out, you use your mining laser on an ice crystal. And it fills up your water tank again, as it was about to, it's telling us here. Fills our water back up. And this one here we use to we need to clear some space. So, what better thing to do? I have thought about just live streaming the entire playlist of Jojo Farm at some point and just leaving it playing for people to watch as casually. I've seen other channels doing that with live streaming on YouTube. Hi Danielle, welcome in. Nice to see you. So we need to clear some space here and plant some seeds. Where are my seeds though? I really like the gust mechanic. Look at that. As you upgrade it, it gets more of an intense effect. And that's all connected to your stamina bar for some reason. There's not much of an explanation as to why using a suit tires you out, but that's essentially the core mechanics there. Yeah, I might try that soon. I might just do play the entire playlist and I'll pop in and out and chat to people and pause it and ask questions. Answer questions if people want to know something about how a video was made and stuff like that. Could be fun to watch the whole thing, because sometimes I forget what I've done. It's nice to go through it. And because I have this connective tissue between every video, it's a lot easier to sort of watch them all as one. Because if like, I think a lot of YouTube channels just make so many different kinds of videos and it all becomes a blur. But because I keep a narrative flowing for all the videos, I think it's easier to watch it in bulk and keep track of what's going on. Yes, the ice crystals do regen. And the other thing about it is eventually you will terraform the planet and you will be actually able to use the water sources. Like over here we have like this frozen water source that we can't access, but eventually the ice crystals will go and we'll be able to use the water. This is the best thing about the game. Like, I was so shocked when this started to happen, and it's like quite an amazing thing about it is that as you begin to terraform the planet, grass starts to grow everywhere, water comes back, bugs come back, animals come back. They can, because it, well, it's a big spoiler to explain how all that happens like right out of the gate, but hopefully we'll see some of that on the stream today. I think our little buddy here's got some food in his pack, but they're not. Where am I supposed to get my seeds from? Authorized coordinates landing. Where's that? Is it up here? I don't remember this part. Survey farmstead. Alright, I've got to walk around first before I waste all my energy. I remember doing this now. Literally, first thing you need to do when you're on a barren planet. You basically turn it into a lush alien planet filled with alien animals that you can farm and stuff, and settlers come. And I've never experienced anything like it. To be walking around like a barren landscape like this, and then suddenly it starts to turn into an actual world. You're basically, like, think of Stardew Valley if nobody lived there and it was just a barren crater in the ground. You literally build the town in this game. As far as I know, it does have romance options, yeah. I think there are romanceables in this game. There's definitely, like, socially interactable people. I actually don't know if marriage is a thing, because, like, it's not always a big priority for me, but, like, I haven't actually figured out if you can marry anyone or build a bigger house or anything yet. I've been having so much fun with the cool mechanics, I didn't really think about it. Where's this other beacon? Here it is. Great. So that's the fun. So here's the entire region. At the point I'm at, I only have access to this region, and this region. I haven't really seen anyone I'm attracted to yet in the game. Maybe that's why I haven't really thought about it. Somebody was about to arrive that sounded like I might like them. Romantically. We shall see today. It's a bit too addictive doing the mining, so... And mining on the surface is not the only mining you do in this game. There is a mining mini-game where you go underground. Little is known about Calypso. We have uploaded coordinates to your Omni tool, where survey data is needed. Your Omni tool converts these coordinates into AR beacons. You are nearby. Go to eat. Yeah, we gotta go find these beacons. What are we doing? What are we doing? Looks like I just need to earn archaeology points. Like gusting things around. Like so. On my other save file, yes. I did find the alien thingy. Big part of the game. It also it starts to get really sinister as well, and it's a bit too like on topic at the moment. What with like American government officials being like, "Yeah, aliens are real." How are we feeling about this? Like aliens are real and have been here, folks. I don't know if I believe any of it yet. I don't know if I buy into this. Yeah, UFOs are all over the place. We see them all the time, and I've seen bodies in a ship. Like, where's the goddamn proof then? Show me the alien. The last one left. Others vanished at sunrise, swallowed by the wastes. Put Jacobs down after attempted mutiny. It hurts. Planet must be getting to me, making me soft. It's over now. Ambitions reduced to disappointment. Sacrifices for a future that will never come to pass. Leaving these logs whoever finds them. Learn from my mistakes. I didn't use my crew's correct pronouns, and I embarrassed myself. Nobody likes me. They say I'm a boomer. Oh dear. Honestly, we've lived through too many historical events for me to get. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm going a bit numb to all like the incredible things that are happening. Like it almost seems like, yep, aliens weren't on my bingo card, but I'm totally accepting this is a possibility right now. Right, looks like we got to go to sleep for today, so we didn't get a lot done. Burned a lot of my energy, but hey ho, doesn't matter. So you start out not being able to grow anything or sell anything. Until you've done a few tasks. Well, it takes a while to actually be able to sell things, actually. I mean, in Stardew you get your shipping crate immediately. But in this game, you've got to build the shipping crate. And build the network around it before it can have any use. Because, like, what would a shipping crate be? Here we go. Now we can get some crops in the ground. Do some basic... This game makes me very hungry, and I enjoy that. It makes me want to cook stews and stuff. You don't want aliens, you want vampires. Yeah. Vampires would be cool. I wouldn't mind being a vampire. I'm kind of vampire now. I don't go out in the sun anymore. Where does that want me to go? Why isn't this one complete? What have they not done? Oh, I'm reading the completed quests. Let's just get these in the ground. There we go. That's the one we want. The sun is good for you in very small doses. Makes me... Oh god. I was on a right trip today thinking about all of the harm that growing up as a millennial has caused me. And how I was thinking about I should make a podcast called Millennial Pain. The Millennial Pain Podcast. I feel like we're the generation that's been the most dumped on. Like, growing up at a time when the internet didn't exist and then started to exist was really confusing. And I just think about how my teenage friends were and everyone I knew and just how crappy our understanding of life was when we were kids compared to Gen Z. And it makes me really mad. I feel like I could talk for hours about it. Like, they literally expected me to go through life
never having any explicit guidelines about like sexuality, and then just to be cis and not even think about it. You know, it's like they never tell you how to have a sex life or build a family or anything, but they sure as hell tell you not to be gay. It's like guidelines for sexuality in the year 2000: don't be gay. That's all we had. It's like, fuck you. I'm a millennial and I'm mad. Here we go. Let's get some food in the ground. Hang on, what have I got? 8, 8, and 8. Right. And a random one on the end, but I won't grow that one yet. Or will I? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 3 rows of this is a... Basically what you can do is you can hold down the button and just walk. Which I really like. Running out of energy really fast though, and they haven't introduced the food mechanic yet, so that's a bit worrying. Right. Let's get our bok choy by here. Carrots in the middle. But you get alien produce in this, of course. There are plants and vegetables and fruits and all kinds of things native to the planet that you will start to grow. Get out of the way, little cat! Get him! Which type of vampire do you prefer? I guess Twilight vampire. To be honest, because they don't really have any weaknesses aside from having their heads ripped off and burnt. So, there's the practicality of that. Ugh. Didn't want to have to say that, but there you go. I brought nutrient paste with me. Yeah, here we go. So our little cat friend is actually a storage unit as well. They can carry stuff for us, and they've got nutrient paste in there that I could use to survive on at the moment. Honestly, watching your farmland go from just growing potatoes and then growing all kinds of alien veg and the grass growing around it, like, and coming to life, it's amazing. Who called you kitten? What are you on about? Are you sexting somebody? Smart locker. That's our chest. Omnipot blueprint. A blueprint for a decorative omnipot. Don't need to build a chest yet because I've done anything. Edward? Well, looks like I've done everything. We could go and have a wander around now. This is where the game starts to be lonely. Like, they want you to feel lonely at the beginning here. Oh, I get it. You would... Oh, I can't get through here? Oh, you were talking to Kid and you weren't saying... Right, I totally misread that. How does that open up then? Because I know it does. So we can't leave the farm at the moment and get lost and confused. Alright. Let's do a bit of mining then. Build a chest. So inside our ship we've got a fabricator. No, that just... I know you can converse with one another. It's just the fact that Kitten, whatever, spices things up a bit as long as they don't call me Spider Monkey. It sounded like Danielle was saying... You can call me Kitten. When I read it. I was like, what's going on here? I forget what I'm saying mid-sentence. It's called ADHD. It's a trip. It's a hell of a thing. Steel ingot. Well, I can't make ingots yet because I don't have the blueprint for... I can make a decorative part. Yay. Behold part. So we can't really... I haven't had any inventory problems in this game. Like, at all. I never seem to run out of space. So that's a good thing.
Look at it though. I just love
Like the interaction of like the 2D and the 3D. Like aesthetically, it's got everything I want. Some copper by here. Alright, let's just move the story forward anyway, because there's nothing else to do at the moment. You could mine all night. You don't have to. Just hit the hay. Honestly, when you get your first settler, you're like, oh my god, a person. I was so lonely. Oh, here we go. It's that little earthquake that gets us off the farm. I remember now. Oh, it's an earthquake! Worried beep. Ha! Ah, there we go. Oh! Sploosh. How convenient. Looks like we can cross over now. I wonder where it leads. Hopefully it takes us to a McDonald's. I haven't tried the Grimace Shake yet. Set up a relaxation outside. QWERTY did. That's cute. Find East Canyon Beacon. Right, well we gotta water our crops first. Incest vampires, right? That is something I've never heard of before. I'm gonna plant the extra one I had as well. Milk root. Blue root vegetable needs 14 days to mature, grows in any climate. Is that native to Earth? I'm not sure. Oh god. This vampire story sounds ominous. Oh, I love the music as well. The music is great. So pay particular attention to this area because the contrast of the way this area looks from the amount of times I walked through it to as it changes over time is I think one of the easiest ways to see the change in the game. Survey Nerid Canyon. Is that where we are? Not sure. That comes down later. As far as I can tell, the mining rocks on the surface do not respawn. Once they've been used, that's it. The main mining system requires you to actually go down into the earth. Yes, we are in Nerid Canyon. Is Hamish going to show up? Why would you mention the devil like that, so casually? You don't mention Hamish. Hamish is not here, right? Excuse me.
What?
I said Hamish isn't here, right?
Yeah, what? I was trying to have a nap.
Why are you having a nap? like right now while I'm doing a stream, like in the same room as me?
I don't know. How does this even work? Where are we exactly in this context?
I don't know, 54. Whatever. Keep the door locked.
Where is the door? Is there a door?
I don't know. It does not look like Hamish is around, no.
Who said you could call me 54 anyway?
Well, I'm very sorry, Napoleon. Jeez. You're so touchy today.
I was having a flipping nap, alright?
Why are you napping? Aren't you a video games character?
We sleep? God, stop being so prejudiced.
Kind of make me wish Hamish was here. You're being kind of like sassy right now. Alright, let's survey this land properly. Find all the beacons. Make progress. Oh, did I do it? Oh, okay. Did do it. So I can just have a wander now. Lots of this lovely shiny rock here. So we got another region to survey here called South Seaside. Oh no, it's called Seaside Nexus. Coastal region. Got the North Beacon. All I watch it at the moment is One Piece. I started rewatching One Piece from the beginning because I've been watching One Piece for 20 years and reading it as well. And I've always very casually taken it in. I haven't been like an avid like... Because like when something's around for 20 years and you just casually watch it every now and then, you don't really think about it. I'm not one of these like fans of One Piece where I know everything and every little detail. I'm just someone who's been here the entire time that it's existed and paid attention to it. And I'm like, oh my god, I've been watching this for 20 years. This has been here like the majority of my life. So now I'm like catching up on it and like rewatching it from the... So I'm about to watch 20 years worth of anime. And I'm on like season 4. Episode like 140 odd of like 1,000. I could just watch the up-to-date episodes because I am more or less up-to-date, but I want to actually experience the process, the growth of the show through the years, see how the animation changes and the characters develop. Because I lived it. I lived the One Piece! I am not a boomer for being around for 20 years, Danielle. That's not how it works. That's absurdly wrong. I was literally a kid that grew up with an anime, alright? You're allowed to grow up. This is one of my personal philosophies, actually. People get really nostalgic about things they played when they were children, like, you know, like video games, movies, and they go, oh god, I'm 30, and this was 20 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, you're an adult. You grew up. You're meant to do that. Worry about how much time has gone by when you're old and wrinkly. Be like, oh my god, I used to be a sexy 30-year-old. With no children. Life was great. Now look at me, I'm ruined. Like, worry about it then. Don't worry about it when you've grown up and you're perfectly entitled to have to be an adult right now. It's like, oh my god, I used to watch Dennis the Menace 20 years. It's like, no shit, you were a child. Go easy on yourself. Yeah, I have neutral pronouns, by the way. I don't have male pronouns. But you might be older than me. Who knows? I have mentioned it before, but you can kind of work it out. If I've been watching One Piece for technically 23 years, since the millennium, maybe longer, then I'm at least that old. And I'm a millennial. It's not too hard to work out. You're just one of those... How old are you, Danielle? You're like fucking 67, aren't you? 69? Ah, you didn't know. I'm not like screaming it from the rooftops that I'm non-binary. I forget most of the time. Sometimes Chibs refers to me with the correct pronouns and I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, they don't want to do that. And I'm like, who? Who are you talking about? And sometimes they give me female pronouns as well because I like female pronouns. I don't mind them. And they're like, she doesn't want to do that. And I'm like, who are you talking about? Oh, me. I am the one with those pronouns. Oh, yes. You're an 8-year-old man in spirit, Hexes. This is well known. And hello, by the way. Hexes, would you like to do a podcast with me called Millennial Pain? The Millennial Pain podcast, where we just have group therapy about how being a millennial is fucking terrible. And how cheated we were as children. Fucking generations before us had everything. What's the name for the grannies in they them? I don't know. What is a gender neutral grandparent? I guess it's just grandparent. It's not granddad, it's not grandma, it's just grandparent. Oh, grandparent, I love thee! Yeah, I'm thinking I need to vent somewhere about like just how pissed off I am about my childhood growing up as a millennial. And everyone has a podcast now, so I might as well do it. I know Chib wouldn't be comfortable with me doing it. Cause they'd be like, when I was a kid, I fucked a Hoover or something like that. I don't know. And Chib would be like, I really don't need to know this. I used that Hoover. I fucked a tumble dryer. I don't know. Whatever mad shit I might come up with. I think I might have actually fucked a tumble dryer hose at one point in my life. Random fact. Don't ask me about it. Oh, I didn't find the east beacon. The beacons have gone to a call for aid! What are you referring to? Kitten sneezes. Scud, a cartoon about a pink dog, and an anime about a guy and his giant metal brother. Are you referring to Courage the Cowardly Dog? Cause that shit was weird. Didn't really scar me. The Moomins did that. Instead of grandma, it's themma. Not to be confused with Thelma. Themma? Themma? I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that, Hexes. I want to be called a themmar. Makes you sound like a wizard or something. Look how beautiful this game is, by the way, folks. And lonely. I'm really struggling to find this beacon. What you notice here is the later it gets, the more my stamina bar gets restrictive. And I can't remember if I ever paid attention to what happens if you pass out, but essentially your energy gets restricted. I'm in the east section, right? So why am I not getting an east beacon? Ah, here it is. Boom. Inanna Falls. Yanana. Full Metal Alchemist, of course, right. Didn't really watch that, but I do know... I did watch some of it, you know, the very scarring thing about the dog creature. Oh, jeebus, that's dark. That's some dark stuff there. Turin's just... Stop calling me old, you bitch. I'll find you. I'll turn you old. I'll clap you into old. Whatever that means. No, those shows didn't really scar me, but they were weird as fuck. It was the Moomins that did me in. Look up the Groke from the Moomins. That fucker ruined my childhood. The Groke. Oh god, is she scary. It terrified me. For a very large amount of time. The Moomins was a very fucked up show. I don't know if they make kids shows like that anymore, but a lot of kids shows were just very scary. I should really go home before I pass out. I think this is the way. Yeah. Stamina bar is still going down. I've never tested this to see if I faint. I must faint though. Look at the beautiful depth of field use here. It's wonderful. Yeah, it doesn't seem to knock you out. It just seems to just ruin your stamina over time. Return the slab. I vaguely remember that. I was very much a Dragon Ball Z kid. That's what I was predominantly watching. My mum was so sick of hearing grown-ass men screaming for like 10 minutes straight in the living room. Every day after school, it's just guys going, ah! It's still like that whenever she hears stuff coming out of my house. It's just men going, oh! Instead. No. Yes, they've given me a furnace blueprint. Blueprint detailing how to make the Omni Forge. Let's get one of these cooking. Omni Forge just needs some iron ore, some bauxite ore, and the fabricate is such a cool idea. Like the fact that it just fabricates items for you. The let's say the home bus is a power source and it can power about one object or two objects around it. Power sourcing is a big part of this game. You use solar panels to power a lot of things as you progress. I really like it. It makes a lot of sense. It's like, how do our sprinklers work in Stardew? Where's the water source? In this, you build yourself a water pump system. And I really like that. So let's get our furnace down.
Why would you let me put it where I want it?
Alright, let's make some ore, baby. We can make iron from this. Stone becomes... Actually, it's more interesting if we do stone. I think we get silicone from stone. And then if we refine it again, we get glass. See? We got some silicone. Anybody need some space titties? Like mine? I got space titties. Say hello to your son, Craig. Would you like one of the farmers to say hello to Craig? Because me saying it was like, hi, Craig, how you doing? It's a bit normal. I could get one of the guys from the back if you want one of them. They're very complacent, though, so I don't know if anyone will tune up. Dragon's Dogma doesn't like... Yeah, I hate it when games do that. Like, this game's a clever game in the sense that I can just move my cursor out of the game and it does nothing to the game. I don't know what that mechanic is, but all games companies need to do this. Because it makes streamers, and content creators' life so much easier that every time I click away from the game doesn't just window or something. Because I can just literally go straight into my Streamlabs here and then go straight back into the game, and there's no difference. It's bliss. It might be something that streamers, know about the most, but it sounds like you know what I'm talking about. Tabbing out of a game and it just keeps shutting down all the time. It's very annoying. Right, well, this task's done again. We'll have a bunch of iron coming out of there. Let's water the crops. Basically, what you want to do with your... I haven't actually seen the radius on this increase yet, but just kind of set your crops up in lines... The cat doesn't like that. In lines of 3, like that. And walk along. It's kind of the most effective way to do a layout in the beginning. And because you don't have anything else to do, you really don't mind watering your crops and doing farm work because you don't feel like you've got to run around town and inspect everything because town doesn't exist yet. Craig likes all my characters. Okay, well, I'm going to have to... Is anybody available to do say hello to somebody? Napoleon!
What? I'm trying to sleep!
Get off your lazy ass and either come over here and use the microphone or get somebody that will.
What's going on in here? Why is Napoleon screaming about sleep?
Can you get off my microphone? What are you doing?
It's my time. Hello, Craig. Thank you for watching Joja Farm. It's me, the legendary Hamish, the coolest guy who ever existed on the freaking planet.
Get off my freaking microphone!
Let me speak. The people want to hear me.
I swear to God. There you go. Got a hello from Hamish.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna go get a cappuccino.
Why do I need to know if you're getting a cappuccino? Just live your life. You don't have to tell me what you're doing. You're not 10.
Technically, I'm about the same age as you, so I guess you got a point.
I don't care. I'm trying to do a stream. God damn it. This is what happens when the voices get involved, guys.
Well, I hope Craig enjoyed that, because I didn't. Just even that up by there. That was annoying me. Right, so all I really got to do is just womble around those different areas. Do I still have the quests for them, or did I get them done? Seaside Nexus is done. But yeah, and that's about as far as I can go. So this is where it starts to get quite lonely, because for a while you're kind of like plodding around going, what do I do? You don't have to constantly have a grid in front of you when you walk. That's just me being lazy. Does Craig have a favorite character? Because it's easier to think it's probably Hamish or Napoleon, because I don't feel like Hadley and Karen have really had like huge amount of screen time in the edited videos. They've mainly been in the live streams. It's gonna change though. I mean, I'm Karen now, so we have become one. We have become one. There is Eru, but he hasn't done anything yet. I think Eru is my business elf. I think he's gonna be doing Stardew Valley ASMR videos in the future. He loves drinking tea and ASMR and swords and turning people into weapons. You know, normal stuff. Hamish and, but yeah, they do have the most coverage.
I like me some Hadley, personally. I like Hadley a lot. I don't pick favorites, though. But it's definitely not Hamish. I hate Hamish.
Yeah, I don't like Hamish at all.
Fuck you, I'm the reason you got a YouTube channel, you ungrateful bastard.
Oh, some noisy wind around here. Anybody hear that? Sounded like a closeted bisexual.
How dare you? I am a Joja man.
I don't care what you are, shut up. See, technically now we could just go to bed and move the story forward. But what you end up doing when you don't know anything about the game is you wander around going, how do I get... Does this go anywhere? Does that go anywhere? Is there anyone here? And I developed a very lonely sense of like, oh my god, I'm completely on my own. What am I doing? Anyway, let's move the game forward. Nice, I'm full up on tit. I'm just reading this now. I'm just reading this now. Exus, what the fuck? Hadley loves kids. Wow. Kid Grably loves kids. The evil version of Hadley. Kid Grably.
My name's Kid Grably. I don't grab kids, it's not true.
Napoleon, yeah. Napoleon's a little bit like I lean towards. I love them all. It's like trying to pick. Well, I don't love Hamish, obviously, but you know, trying to pick for my kids. I can't. I got mine babies. They live in my head. It's not fucked up at all. Don't think about it. Let's hit the hay. Oh. Are we beginning to feel lonely? It would seem so. Craig is 25. Yeah, I was hoping they were over 18, to be honest. Given the content that I make. If it was a 6-year-old, I'd be like, oh dear. Maybe you shouldn't like any of my characters. Phew! Thank goodness for that. So Craig is basically like an extremely young millennial who was nearly Gen Z. That's a grown-ass child. They do say, I think 25 is the cutoff point, isn't it? Like, legally. That's when you become legally fully an adult. At least in... Oh, look how lonely we are by this fire.
Do you think we've made a mistake? Never thought I'd miss people so...
No, this wouldn't be me. I'd be totally happy.
Lonely beep. Meh, 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 meh.
My older kid is 20. Yay, we can curse.
There's quiet, sure, but no peace. I never thought I'd miss all the noise. The quiet is so oppressive.
Look at this person. Like, tell me you're not an extrovert without telling me. Like, tell me you're an extrovert without telling me. Like, you know, I'd be fine right now doing this. Be a bit worried if I like got injured or something and nobody could help me.
When I look out into the dark, I swear it looks back. I don't feel safe. I feel insignificant. like space dust circling a nebula.
Oh, your little friend. At least they care. Isn't that nice? I sure hope nothing bad happens to your tiny, cute cat friend. He's a year older than you. Yeah, you're still legally a kid, Danielle. You're still legally a minor. Young adult, as they say. Ugh, I'm starving. Why am I starving? Didn't eat anything yesterday, maybe. This is kind of tense at the beginning here, because if these crops fail, you don't have any food. Luckily, you'd have to be an idiot to make them fail, so... It's all good. So, this is what kind of happens for a while. Like, you're not getting quests every day all of a sudden. And you're a bit like, what do I do? Like, I could make it, like, you're like, oh, I'll make a chest. Like, you're getting the true spaceman experience here. What do we need for this? We need to do some aluminium. A true lonely explorer type of thing. Which one was aluminium? Is it this one? Yeah. We don't have a lot of it, though. We need more. Need some more of that bauxite, whatever it's called. More of this stuff. The Sims 4. Do you have the Wicked Whims installed? I bet you do. I wish I was a baby, no more bills, just mummy milkers and shitting myself. I'll take the mummy milkers, but not the shitting myself part. I mean, a lot of people still live like that, just minus the mummy milkers, you know? They're like crying all the time on Reddit. They don't wipe their butts properly because they think it's gay. I mean, they're pretty much there already. I think they call them men. Or it's like, dude, they expected me to go through life, my whole life, without sucking a dick. Like, don't do that. That'll never be fun. There's nothing good about it. And I'm like, wait a minute, you lied to me. You said this would be bad. Why isn't it bad? You don't want to get you don't want to have like sex with dudes or anything, or like trans. No, you only want a wife and kids. You don't want to lose. You just want it vanilla as pot. It's like, you lied to me, you fuckers. Look, the more you can get queer in this life, the better. Trust me. I can't think of anybody who would literally vomit if they had to kiss somebody of the other gender. It's like, it's just not a thing. You have to force yourself into that mindset. We're all bi, really. It's all a lie. Your granddad's raging for cock. He just won't admit it. I'm saying some really outlandish things here. I gotta stop. Did I get the bauxite that I needed? I've kind of zoned out here talking about bullshit. I got some. I need more.
Never touch another man your entire life, or a trans person. Only ever go out with women and marry them and have children. Never think of anything gay. Don't have long hair. Like, all these things, they don't even tell you. They sort of just... Like,
Well, I don't know, like, if Gen Z probably has it quite differently. Probably, like, a lot more information available, a lot more conversation. But, like, when we were growing up as millennials, it was literally... Nobody was, like, really giving you any instructions. But as soon as you did something they didn't like, it'd be like, I'ma smack you with a stick. I'll smack you... You're gay, are you? Oh, I'll hit you. And that's about, like, those were the guidelines.
Ha ha, we got a gay boy here.
That's about it. Those were the guidelines for millennials, as far as I'm aware. Some people still live like this, I imagine. This is stuff I should definitely save for the podcast. It's a bit too explicit for a wholesome space farming game. You know what this channel's like. You know what you were in for when you got here. You know what we do here. The other Stardew Valley content creators don't talk to me. They have tournaments and events and all kinds of things. They don't invite me. Those fuckers. Sometimes they steal ideas from me. I've seen them do that. They had this friend-a-thon thing going on the other day. They were like, 30 Stardew Valley creators are doing a friend-a-thon in Stardew. And I was like, where's my email? Why didn't anybody email me? You guys think you're so cool? And then I was like, hang on a minute, this looks like boring as fuck. I don't want to do that anyway. Yeah, but to be honest though, I've had, like, all my encounters with other Stardew Valley content creators has been really good. I've spoken to them mainly on live streams and comment sections, and they've always been, like, really nice. Wickedy Chickadee gave me a shout out once. Dangerously Funny didn't know who the fuck I was. I was, like, back when the channel was new, and Dangerously Funny had a live stream. I was like, hey, collaborate with me already. And he was like, what? Who are we? Joja Farm? I don't know what you're talking about. Right, did we get enough aluminium yet? Because that's, like, literally the only thing I have to do at the moment. So what the game tricks you into doing here is just wandering around endlessly for, like, days. And deliberately tries to make you feel very lonely. God damn it, they really skimp it on the... whatever this stuff is called. Bauxite.
I just want a chest. Is that too much to ask for?
I didn't think that looked very interesting, you know. The gimmick was they had one save file, and each of them had to befriend every single one of the romanceables or 34 characters or whatever it was. And I was like, that's kind of interesting. I feel like if I did it, I'd probably just sabotage it somehow. And then they'd all be really mad at me. You know, it's just like I just destroy whatever farmland's there, and like they're like, what do I do? I can't make any money. I just draw a big Joja in the ground or something. I don't know if I want to collaborate. There is one person I'd like to collaborate with. They're called The Animator, and they make really well done animations of Stardew. And they do a lot of shorts. And I was like, I always want to put animated segments on my videos, and I feel like I run out of time a lot of the time. So I wonder if this person would collaborate with me and make them. That's about the only idea of collaboration I've had. Because to be honest, how the hell is any nice, wholesome Stardew Valley creator going to be able to handle Hamish? Like, just ask Tiny Shield about it. I'm sure she still deeply regrets letting Hamish join. What game were we playing? He absolutely wrecked it. I'm sure Hexus remembers.
Hexus Farms remembers.
Do I get enough aluminium now? Jesus Christ. I'm running out of food on this cold planet.
We do eventually get a food item that increases our speed, and it becomes incredibly important. And I feel like I'm too close to the microphone. I've drifted. I'm like almost like leaning on the microphone. apologies for the crappy sound. What game was it that Hamish absolutely ruined Tiny Shield's base? And stole everything. Alright, it took an entire day to build a chest. Huzzah. Oh, I didn't even need that much aluminium. Fucking hell, I'm an idiot. Yes, roasted carrot makes you faster. And you need it. Like, it becomes like your religion. Alright, let's get dump some stuff in here. I can make more than that then. The crate labeling system in this is great. Just make 2 for the time being. So we can go into our crate and we can label it like this could be like produce. And we make that green. Use that symbol. Just put us. Probably gonna plant that as soon as possible anyway. But like that could be like the produce box. This one could be like crafting with the wrench symbol. And we can just yeet it. I know a lot of this. Some of the stuff is just like archaeological stuff, but like we'll just yeet it in there for the time being. Lovely labeling system. Oh my god, I got something in my eye. I'm having an eye malfunction. Every stream I set myself up in the correct position for my microphone, and then gradually I almost eat it as if it's like I'm trying to fillet it. I get it. Can I just get a quest? No. See? Absolutely nothing's happening. They really want it to settle in the idea that you're very lonely here. Different stages of crops there. Like a strange jeweled vegetable there. Hey, this isn't an ASMR video. I don't have the kind of mic though, it's very suckable. God, those like ear sucking things, like very lewd, aren't they? I never enjoyed those. I was like, oh, okay. Jesus Christ, you're really gonna suck a microphone for 4 hours on Twitch? Dear God, how are you hydrating? So again, what happens here is you're like, well, I don't have any directive. I don't know what to do. So then I spent quite a lot of time just walking around the map and looking at the map. And nothing, you know, nothing was happening. And I was like, oh my God, what am I meant to be doing? And it was clever. They really tricked me. The juxtaposition of being alone on the planet when it's barren like this, and then watching it come to life is really clever. I want to get plenty of this stuff because I feel like I wasn't getting any of it later in the game. Lip smacking girlies or those boyfriend POVs? Are you talking about the kind of POVs I'm thinking of, Daniel? What is this boyfriend POV thing? The extreme. I don't know if I've heard of this. Really don't think I've heard of this. There was life on this planet before. We can see the little nautical shell creatures were here. I love ASMR. I do not particularly like anything that's like lip smacking or sucking noises or anything like that. I actually like a lot of talking and like shopkeeper stuff, like apothecary, like mixing potions for you, or optician that's like, oh, there's a cyberpunk one that I really like where they like give you eyeballs, and you think it would be kind of like freaky because they literally scoop your eyeballs out, sever the optical nerve, and then put cybernetic eyes back in for you. I don't know why, it was very satisfying. And they were so like haphazard about the fact that they were severing your optic nerve. Like, it's like, this isn't a big operation. This is definitely something you could do with a few tools. I mean, I guess that is kind of the cyberpunk aesthetic. But, yeah. The salon massage ASMR. Can we see like sort of an ocean down here? I forget. It's all frozen anyway. If it is, yeah, we got like a kind of an ocean. I can't go this way. Very clever to do this, to drop you into the game and just be like, not tell you what to do. It's almost like the most productive thing you could do at the beginning of the game is just do a ton of mining. So that you have just like loads of supplies for later on. Oh yeah, I do love like the crunchy stuff. I never really watched mukbangs though. Just watching people eat. God, watching people run those mukbang channels and they just gain tons of weight, that shit's alarming. It's that guy called Avocado. Nicocado? That stuff is savage. That guy is a hardcore performance artist, I'll tell you that now. Deliberately making yourself look incredibly overweight and dumb in order to become rich and famous, that is quite a hustle. Quite a grift. So we are finding alien seeds that we can grow here and there. Healthy alien nut. Needs 12 days to mature. Grows in any... I hope you enjoy your healthy alien nut, everybody. Nicocado. I don't hate him. I'm just kind of like, wow, this is some extreme performance art here. Kind of destroyed your own health for comedy and made everybody think you're not very intelligent. Are you eating right? We look forward... What's it? The Pan-Galactic Parliament have taken note of your efforts to expand the outpost on Calypso. Attached to our fabricated blueprint, the ISRU Omniforge blueprint. Yeah. That wasn't what I was reading. Oh, I've got a recipe. I've attached a cooker blueprint in case you don't have anything. Yeah. Your mum saving the day here. Steel ingot, aluminium. Oh. Eldricite ingot. I think I've got all these. Might need the eldricite. trek with fully grown crops to harvest them. Sounds like the crops are fully grown. To make money, to become famous. Everybody's got some sort of gimmick. Magicians famously used to be like that, you know? Convince you that they were feeble. And then do amazing magical tricks that would involve them being secretly really strong. Nick Ricardo makes everybody think that he's a babbling idiot. And that's his performance art. He lives the grift. Wow, these are slow. Let's go water the crops. Trisha Pattis or whatever her name is? Yeah. Is she performing or is she really like that? I get the feeling she really is like that though. Could be a performance though.
Carato.
Everything else is... And the cool thing is you get seeds back quite frequently from the crops that you dig up. So you can kind of just... It's really good that way. At this point in the game, you could, like, essentially mess up. I don't think you can delete your seeds, but they kind of make it so that you will have food. You have to, unless you're a complete idiot and you don't grow it. How much do we need for the cooker? We got what we need, we just need the aluminium. Oh, you can come out of there. Give me that aluminium, baby. All right. Yeah, it does seem kind of a fluke that somebody who seems dumb like Trisha is actually making bank all the time. You're right, it could just all be an act. Never thought of that before. I profited once. Only once. I might have all of my new Karen PNG tuber artwork by the end of today, so I might share information about that on the Discord. If you want to see Karen in a bikini or Karen in a wholesome farmer's outfit, that will be the future. If you want to see Karen completely topless, I have no idea how I can show you that, but I will have that version for myself anyway. I say Karen, I mean me.
Would you like to see my fat titties?
Is a voice you probably don't associate with that interaction. They do be out there. People do be sounding like that with the fat titties, and they've born female as well. I've seen them.
Plenty of women out there that sound like that.
Welcome to reality.
You lost your sugar daddy. What are you saying? Sometimes the things you say are very outlandish. Sugar never tasted so old. What the hell? Karen would have... I need one. Anybody interested? Don't we all need a sugar daddy? I think a sugar mommy's welcome as well. Probably preferred, to be honest. I almost had one once. Got so close. She was a Canadian novelist. That's all I'll say. French-Canadian novelist. She's kind of famous. In Canada. You might as well just turn all of our carrots into food. And it's the most useful kind of food there is in the game because it makes you go speedy. You get a speed buff and you can run! And now we're not dying. We're living on carrots. We still don't have any quests though, so we could run around and just feel lonely more if we wanted to. But we won't do that. Everybody wants a sugar daddy, but not everyone gets a sugar daddy.
I was a sugar daddy once.
I don't want to know.
You sure? It kind of sounds like you do want to know.
What kind of wacky tale are you gonna...
Well, once upon a time, I used to live in Sonic and Knuckles briefly, and I had like a thing going on with like Knuckles, where I used to like buy things for them and acquire stuff for them. I wasn't just Knuckles as well though. I think there was like one of the girls from Streets of Rage 2. What's his name? Blaze. I used to buy them stuff as well.
I don't know if I want to believe any of this. It sounds very elaborate. Just jumping between games cartridges way back when I was a kid, basically. Doing this shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Another hard day of work, QWERTY, but that's quality life. Ha ha ha. I'm just kidding and I'm enough. I'm glad you're here to share it with me. It's a little bit more bearable. I really want to watch the Barbie movie again. I was supposed to go again with Chip, but Chip went with my mum instead. I was like, fine. Fine, have your Barbie day without me. In Canada, we call them maple syrup daddies. Nice. And I'm great at doing stuff. Hexus is never going to see the Barbie movie because it costs a fortune to go to the cinema in America. It costs a fortune to go to the cinema with a family. It's ridiculous. Unless, like, a lot of the cinemas in the capital city near me will actually charge about £4 for a movie. But what a lot of cinemas are doing is they're getting kind of gimmicky, and they're like giving you like cushier seats and like special service and things like that in order to justify like charging you more. Like there's a really niche cinema I go to that's beautiful. They give you like hands-on customer service. They just bring the food to you. They're like really good hosts, and the cinema is more like a private screening room than a big cinema screening room. And they'll ask you for like £12, but like I know the big cinemas will do you a movie for like £4, so it's a lot cheaper for families to go to the cinema in Britain if they're not going to the Odeon or niche cinema. But apparently it's very expensive in America. Things have been easier in the past few days. Maybe our luck is finally starting to turn. There's so many possibilities for us out here, right? We could be daring explorers. This guy needs a voice. What's his voice gonna be?
Brilliant scientists! Or maybe we just live like quiet. We just live quiet lives as farmers.
Eventually, the sugar parents become the diabetes parents. Welcome in, by the way, Brute. Nice to see you. We just push a button and they will come take your order in our cinema. What kind of cinema is that? Is it like a sort of a niche cinema, small company? Because they seem to be popping up now. They seem to be quite a viable business.
Yeah, it's strange. I'm a space explorer. Alien ruins, they seem to be functioning.
It just sounds like Hamish being like weird. His voice has devolved into.
I guess we'd be rude to refuse the invitation.
No, we're not going to do Chimney Sweep, Orphan.
Generic American. That's what we'll do. The alien ruins.
And this is where things start to get really interesting. This is our community center sort of like structure, which will be the heart of how we terraform the planet. Except it's not a collectathon like the community center.
We don't get those big flashy big cinemas.
Well, the small ones are better anyway. The big ones just rip you off. I froze my ass off watching Avatar 2, and the food wasn't brought to us, and we had to carry it all in really awkwardly, and it just wasn't a great experience. Given that my mum's disabled, it was pretty bad. Avatar 2 sucked as well. I was like, this is boring. Like all of this amazing technology just to have blue people swim for 4 hours. Like, come on. They look great, but like this, it's boring. You don't even have butts. Oh no, QWERTY just died, and I'm like not paying any attention to the fact the little robot died. Now you're really screwed, alone on this rock, so the game wants you to feel. But you're not really. Could be like that forever.
QWERTY, I'm so sorry after all this time. If only I knew how to repair you.
I can't relate to losing a treasured childhood companion. That definitely wouldn't cripple my soul. Oh, I didn't spend last year absolutely dying of grief because of it.
How do I do this without you, buddy?
Hashtag relatable pain.
Oh, he's deado.
Just munch carrots. Right in front of my salad. I love how nobody cares that the glorified Tamagotchi died. But there we go. And then again, we just get days and days of like no contact from anybody. Now your little buddy's gone. You've got nobody to talk to. All you can do is run around with your speedy carrot powers and just... Yeah. Oh god, last year was so bad for me. Losing 2 dogs back to back just absolutely ruined my life. It was just the worst. I need to make and install an interface relay into this. Let's do that then. Look at the 3D effects versus the 2D. It's just beautiful. I love it. Thought I was gonna do something then. can talk to the carrots. Oh, carrots, are you growing okay? How are you doing? How are you doing, little plants? Right, let's make this thing. Move the story along. What do we need? Steel, aluminium, and basic circuitry. We do not have any basic circuitry, though. I forget how we get that. I think it gets delivered to us or something. Alright, let's do some more. Iron. Is it just iron and aluminium we need? Yeah. We need more of that bauxite. Tiptoe through the tulips. Oh my god. Why did they do that, Daniel? Why did they not tell you? It's because they're boomers and they're insane? Boomers are like, I bought my house for 50 quid and I never went hungry and I own 2 businesses. Why aren't you thriving? You're lazy. Oh, right, so you weren't living there and it happened when you weren't around? That happens, though. If you're not living there, that happens. Because, like, the crisis is, like, this happened to Chib a lot. Like, Chib was not there when we lost our dogs. And just had to be given the bad news that they'd gone. I think the difference was, like, because Holly happened really suddenly, they didn't have too much awareness of what was happening. With the second one, Bobby, we were so aware of what was happening to him that it was the worst. Like if it had happened suddenly, we would have been happier about it. But because we had to make the decision to end his suffering, we had plenty of time to video call with Chib and walk with him on his last day and spend time with him up until his last moment and take all the time in the world to look after him. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I mean, I loved Holly dearly. She was very much my dog. But watching Bobby's death absolutely ruined me. He was so lovable. When he died, he just looked like a big, soft, cuddly animal. Because he was a rather large Shih Tzu. And it was just... definitely broke something in me that day. That will never ever heal. I need bauxite. Give me your bauxite. Your cat go ran. Oh, that's horrible. That is the worst. I think it's probably all your fault though, Danielle, so definitely blame yourself a lot. She'd be like, if I didn't have so much cake, I wouldn't be punished by the universe. I'm joking, of course. In case you couldn't tell. Why would they? Yeah, why would they send you a pic like that? That's pretty fucked up. Doesn't sound like you have a good relationship with your parents, but then who does? You have more aluminium? We do. Not much though. Why are we struggling for aluminium? Dankeschön. Darling, Dankeschön. Got another one of these things. I hate to think what is on it. Oh, we've had a few of these data logs. It's a tortured story on here.
This is my last log. I don't expect to survive, but I'm feeling lucky today. Signing off. Bulkhead Vow.
Somebody escaping from the planet, seemingly. Cake jiggling sadly. Yeah, funny how that works, isn't it? Our old family members are going to be good friends for you in life. Just go to sleep for the night, because life sucks, and our friend died, and I can't build the thing because I don't have the circuitry. Wow, I have no tasks. But what about the task to build? Is it not down as a formal quest? Oh, that's interesting. Has to build a fabricator. Alright, so I can't build the thing that I need to repair. The ruins. I'm just screwed out here on this desert planet. Looks like the potatoes are all in. Hot potato, hot potato. Just can't go wrong with a nice potato. Oh yeah, I know. I know someone will help you. But at this point in the game, if you don't know that, things feel pretty bleak. Like, I could literally just wander around these areas gathering more resources, not really knowing what the hell to do with myself. And they want you to do that. They want you to suffer. They want you to feel lonely.
It's clever storytelling.
Telling stories through the environment. Do I have a recipe for potatoes?
Oh, I got these potatoes here.
I do. Why aren't they in my inventory?
Tell to me these things.
No, I don't want to go in there. Alien potato sounds like a terrible bad name. Are they alien potatoes? No, they're just normal. We'll make some of these. I'm not going to use up all my potatoes though. I don't have to eat this paste anymore. Gives you plenty of breathing room to despair. I just loved it. I just thought it was clever because, like, I really did spend quite a bit of time walking around trying to figure out if there are any different regions feeling like, oh my god, what do I do? And it was just like this. I just thought it was just a really clever way to make you want to build a community, and it's probably more effective on other people who are like less introverted than I am, because like practically couldn't give a crap that I was on my own. Barely paid attention to anybody when they started turning up, apart from one guy who was pretty funny. What's his name? Cuckoo Chuck or whatever. He's really random. And there we have it. Recruitment is vital to a colony. So our first colonist, Aaron Hernandez. And he lands down the seaside shore area, I think. And you get payroll. You do get paid. So they've paid me as well. He will arrive in 2 days. And I don't think I need to do anything to make him arrive. He just will. In 2 days' time, we will have a colonist. You mean a crate name? Alien potatoes. This bok choy is not ready yet. I always cook bok choy wrong. But there's literally nothing else to do right now except gather resources. So screw it. Water your crops, go to bed. I don't need to get tricked into doing it twice. Any news today? No.
You gotta get the lonely in your game that's called Lonely. Right, we got bok choy now. It's wonderful. It's healthy. It's good for you.
So back to the UFO stuff. I randomly saw Joe Rogan talking about a UFO story on TikTok. And he was talking about something that I think happened in Mexico. And it was this story of 3 women were out and they saw what looked like a strange alien creature, like basically squatted down in a corner somewhere on the outskirts of a city with bulging red eyes and brown skin. And all these other stories came out of it, of like what happened, how the government covered it up. Some story about somebody carried it and died of an infection and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, ooh, this sounds like a spooky story. And there's even a documentary about it. And then when I looked into it, it was like, actually, the alien that they saw, like squatted on the ground was a homeless person who'd been covered in mud from the rains and was probably extremely starved and on drugs. That's why their eyes were so red. So basically, they saw a human being in such a state of disrepair, such a horrific state of health, that they mistook them for an alien. And somehow that was far more terrifying than the idea of it being an alien. I was like, oh my god, that's way worse. That this poor man was so unbelievably disheveled and messed up that he just looked like a monster. Like, that was way scarier to me than the UFO story. Because I don't know what it is with UFO stories. They always go on about, there was like, aliens are always naked and small with big heads. And I'm like, we live in a universe where life can really only be supported as we know it on planets similar to our own. Why on earth would they be naked? If they don't have fur, they would be wearing clothes. That doesn't make any sense. Why are aliens always naked? So yeah, managed to spin a really rich story out of that. Yeah, the seeds back mechanic is great. You're never really feeling like you have to spend a fortune on seeds, which is great, because it's really about survival that's more important here. Chupacabra, nah. I can't remember probably just look it up, like, famous alien incident, Mexico. Let's see what I'm on about. Got another piece of bok choy to grow, but screw it. Smooth and naked.
Why, aliens always be naked? And they don't have boobs either. They're nudists. Here he comes. Whoa, whoa, here he comes.
At this point, I was generally relieved that somebody turned up. Like, I was like, holy fuck, thank you.
Another person, welcome.
I know you got my resume, but my name is Aaron. It's a pleasure to meet you.
He's a cyborg like me. He's got the robotic arms. He's even got some kind of robotic eye like me. We're cyborgs. Together. Not this guy, me. You like myself, Karen Turin.
I'm your electrical engineer. There's nothing better than an engineer who's a bit engineered himself. Ho ho ho. My hands vibrate. At least that's what it says on the Galactic ID. Not the hands vibrating part. But my pa says there's nothing like a good handshake to start a friendship. That's what the vibrating hands are for.
Flirt? Just a friendship, huh? Is our farmer into Aaron? What's flirt? Hey, I get it. Space life is lonely business. Seen it before, heard it before. He's basically calling us a thirsty bitch. There we go. Got those rave stickers on his head. Rave stickers? Anyway, on to more important matters, given that you're thirsty as hell. The Pan-Galactic Parliament sent me to help you. Help you out? Why? No idea, but it's not for me to question their wisdom. I'm just here to do some work. Speaking of which, I have to get settled in. I got a lot to unpack and preliminary scans to conduct. We can talk more later, thirsty fucker. Maybe interstellar travel makes you naked and small? Or maybe Hollywood has no idea what they're doing. Yeah. It's just like, I think you have to apply the rules of what we know on this planet, because it's like, there's only so many elements as far as we know. I mean, there could be other elements out there, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Stronger steels, denser rocks, I don't know. It seems like, if you're gonna be a humanoid in this universe, if you don't have fur and you live on a planet that has a sun, in a similar sort of circumstance to us, you're probably gonna be wearing clothes. Unless you're like, I don't know, cold-blooded or something.
I'm cold-blooded. Check it and see. I got a temperature and it's -3.
Alright, what are we doing? Talk to Aaron. Oh, okay. Guess we should go talk to the only human being we've seen in a while.
I'm hot-blooded. Check it and see. I got a fever.
103. Hello?
My lander terminal is broken. Could you take a look at it? It probably just needs a bit of percussive maintenance, but I'll take a look at it. I'll fix it by noon tomorrow, assuming there are no surprises. You thirsty hoe? I used to share a room with my youngest brother, but then I punched him to death with my robo-arms. I can't control my robot arms.
Just the I. I'll be back later. Gotta eat. Gotta go eat. On the street. People to meet. Skeet skeet. How dare you eat when I'm streaming? Get your food. Sit down in front of the computer. Scribe every mouthful. Knowing Hexa, she's probably eating Cheetos and mozzarella. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say by that.
Oh, that's not in the right place. Gotta put our green waste in there. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Alien plant. Hot-blooded, check it and see. I got a fever of 103.
Did I water my crops today? I did not.
We got carrots for days.
I don't know if I could live on just carrots. Potatoes I could. I don't know about carrots though. Interesting limitation is you can't actually remove the ice crystals. So this one like always stays there until you get to the point in the game where the ice melts. So you do have kind of like you couldn't build a big farm right now if you wanted to because it'd be too difficult, which is an interesting restriction. Like again, storytelling for environment. You could do a patchy farm that was all over the place, but you couldn't just like continue to build like a big crop space. Because down here is a crop space as well. Like you could put crops down here. Right, well that's it. At some point I'm going to jump to my current save so you guys can see how drastically different things become. Because it's a very slow start, but it's very intentional. And Aaron says that they could basically fix QWERTY for us. Which is nice. And he's gonna fix our computer at noon. Let's go water the crops. Can't forget about them. Almost did the full crop there. Nope, it's not the one. Any of these ready to go yet? Nope. Take a look at the thingamabob. Bok choy, we've got all the stages there. Dusty off-season drought. Dying, thriving. Alien fruit named after its shape. The fruit is fibrous like mango and tastes incredibly sweet. Milk root. Blue root vegetable named after the milk like sap it oozes. The intense taste is akin to a milky, spicy umami. A Noah nut. Resilient extraterrestrial crop that thrives in any environment named after the pores which coat it with water. Coat it with water? So we got some alien stuff going already. Go and get QWERTY fixed. See, there's a relationship system here.
Hey, Star Stewart. This is the broken QWERTY bot. Poor guy is in rough shape, and that's not just me bashing the old design on this one. Shouldn't be too hard to fix, though. Could probably have it ready for you by tomorrow morning, in fact.
That good with your hands, huh? Jesus Christ. That would be great, thanks. I like his plants. Yeah, he's got a cute ship. Oh, he's gonna make QWERTY all nice and shiny. Wait until tomorrow. Wait until tomorrow noon. I thought he was gonna do the thing today. Basically, when your computer is repaired, you can then start ordering seeds and various equipment, and it will be delivered to you. So you get your seed purchasing system that way. There is a person in town, as it begins to build, who will sell you seeds as well. But there isn't a Pierre-like character in this. There's a very dodgy character called Cuckoo Chuck, who seems to know a lot about alien food. But none of those traditional kind of archetypes that we see. Well, not traditional archetypes, but like characters reminiscent of Stardew characters. They don't copy them to try to copy them. Well, if it's all happening tomorrow, I'm going to bed. Oh. Oh, QWERTY's back. Back again. Yay. QWERTY, are you okay? Cheerful beep.
QWERTY, you're back. I miss you so much. You have no idea.
I found some odd liquids inside of this cat. What have you been doing to it?
No, it took
Took some fiddling around, but I managed to get him into a working state. Even expanded his storage container too. Now QWERTY can carry more things. He seems to have retained all his memories. He has male pronouns, to which I wasn't completely sure he would, because of the damage he sustained. So that's good. Seriously, what were you doing to this cat? It was very moist, but I couldn't help but notice one odd thing. There were traces of an alien goo. No, alien energy in QWERTY's system. That makes sense, actually. We ran into some functional alien runes a while ago.
Wait, seriously, that's incredible. I had to. And I hate to cut the reunion short, but you've got to take me where. Take me there right now. Alien tech in action? There's no way I could pass up on that.
Of course, you should definitely take a look at it. Let's go. Let's go, Aaron. Seeds from alien Amazon. No, the government sends them to you. Moist tentacles. Ugh.
What's the matter, buddy? Are you feeling nervous about coming here?
Well, you did get blown up here, so it makes sense.
Star Stewart and I are going to be right here to bail you out. I'd stay the heck outside if I was the Robo-Kitty, to be honest. After what happened last time.
Is my mouth moving properly? Yeah, it is. Nope. He's come in with us. Oh God, he's Robo Jesus.
You have returned.
Leave Quiddy alone!
I cannot. I apologize for breaking this one, but it is urgent I speak with you. Have adjusted communication. No, this is not a good robot voice.
Have adjusted communication, save transmissions. I'm Eric Cudman, the robot.
This is too much to take in. Gotta remember to breathe.
I require assistance. Create interface. Screw you guys. Communicate with terminals. I'ma go home. In exchange, terminals. Restore this broken world.
This reminded me when I did that long stream with the cat in the cat game, and Hamish was the robot the whole time. That was a trip.
Wait, what are you? What's your name?
My name is Ben Shapiro.
Qwerty, are you okay? Are you sure?
Quiddy done got possessed by Ben Shapiro.
Well, you see, in a manner of speaking, your statement is not correct. My wife is dry.
Did that voice say these terminals could help us? If we can trust it, does that mean we could terraform this planet? Is it even possible? Hold on, let me see something. He's doing movie science. Yeah, that should work. Star Stewart, I got a pretty good idea of how to do this. I'll just mock up a blueprint using my Omni tool. And there we go. That's your relay blueprint. Blah, blah. Relay blueprint. That should work as an input/output translator, which you'll need to use these strange terminals. Did we just beat a real alien? I'm struggling to take this in. I'm definitely writing this down in my journal.
In my dream journal.
Alright, so basically, we need to make that now. I don't know if we can make that yet, but we can have a go.
Targiver's atmosphere. To begin atmospheric terraforming, I need to craft an interface relay using the fabricator.
Oh wait, this is not the robot talking, this is me. I need basic circuitry blueprint from Aaron, because I didn't have it. I want to take us up to the point where we get oxygen before I jump ahead onto my save. We're doing a chat. Is the shop not open yet? What's the deal? I got stuff to buy.
What you doing, Aaron?
God damn it, for some reason he's not, like... I don't think I have the blueprint yet. Unless he already gave it to me. Don't just sit there with your helmet off. Check out the fabricator. Right. Yeah, we do need that blueprint for whatever reason he wasn't selling it. So probably have to do it tomorrow. We need to process some copper and some glass. Do I have any copper? Oh yeah, here. Pew. This will turn into glass. We only need a little bit. We got the copper. Copper and steel.
Come on, baby, give me that glass.
Could do with 2 of these actually, but can't be bothered to make a second one. Thank you. We don't need the 3rd one. Put the copper in there and forget about it. We gotta water the crops. There we go. So for whatever reason, he's not selling. Let's go see if he's selling it now. We need that basic circuitry. So Aaron is basically your upgrade guy. Like here you can give yourself 2 tanks for your water gun on your suit. And this increases your tilling speed. You can get the solar panel blueprint. You don't exactly need that right now, but it becomes really important. The twin tank is very useful. I think I have these now, but you know, this is he's kind of your Clint guy. Right, we got the circuitry.
You got my copper?
Thank you. Basic circuitry. Yeah, okay. We can make it. We can shake it. Let's go. Yeah, I was thinking we needed to leave QWERTY out there when I did it the first time, but... Oh, never mind. What are you talking about, Daniel? Are you now seeing that the alien is not got tentacles? Here we go. Something in there starts producing oxygen.
What's up? Scans indicate significant changes in atmospheric composition. Atmospheric composition is now safe for humans to breathe. Has to be a bug, right? Well, there's only one way to check for sure. By the stars above, I can breathe.
It's very Prometheus. It's like, should you be taking your helmet off like this? I don't know.
This is amazing. We don't have to go around wearing these helmets anymore. What a great start to the day. Wonder what else these ruins can do. Think we might see grass on Calypso?
We will. I have seen it.
So now, from here on, we have our helmet. We have our helmet down. We don't have to wear the helmet anymore. I kind of like the helmet.
Now you got your Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan hair hanging out for everyone to see. And it just starts to grow incrementally from here, like. The more you add to that, you help the alien computer system out, the more you can change and terraform the planet, more people turn up. Oh, these are all done. Right, I think what we're going to do is jump to my more current save so you guys can see the difference. Unless something very significant happens the next day, I don't think so. Oh, Jim Bob is going to arrive soon. I'm a bit confused with Jim Bob, because Jim Bob is like, he sells you a bit of everything. But he seems like he should be a blacksmith character, but like he isn't. More like a sort of another guy that feels a bit similar to Aaron. Alright, so what are we going to do? Go to my other save.
And show you guys the astounding difference. I've just reached a point in the game
Where animals were just restored from like some sort of cryo sleep chamber.
But look at this. Look at the difference.
Look how much more alive it is. Now I have a shipping crate with delivery quotas for people who live on the colony. getting really lush and green down here. This is the farming area. Got all this tech going on. Look at the sprinkler systems we got going. So in order to use the sprinkler systems, you have to set up a system of pumps. This one draws from the water. This one connects to the second pump. And so does that one. The solar panels power them. You need one each per them. And they power the sprinklers, which don't have a wide radius at the moment. But I really don't mind watering all that much, because even though people live in town now, there isn't a lot to do. So focusing on your farmland feels really guilt-free, like you're not really missing out on anything. It's beautiful though, isn't it, to see the difference? We draw water from here now. I'm not sure when animals are going to turn up, but now the planet should have life forms appearing on it. Maybe we'll see some today as we run around. And look at this area that I've been running through for the last couple of hours. How different it is. Oh god, look, a creature! The rivers are running now. The fact that you can take this from barren planet to completely... It did look like the carrot mutated, yeah. Well, one of the vegetables did. It's not though, it's meant to be like some sort of life form that was in cryosleep. Like a specimen that was safe. So Jim Bob lives here with his daughter. There's also Cuckoo Pete. I don't even know where his ship is. There's a mining guy that I really like.
Oh look, bugs. Buggoos.
Very important to any ecosystem. Here she is. We need to talk to her. Bugs are orbital. You can look at them, use them in recipes, catch them to study later. Oh, it's just... But you have to be super careful because they'll run away if you just walk up to them. What is this? Is she going to give me a gadget? Oh, we can catch bugs. Need to use a bug catcher drone to catch any bugs you find. You'll want to time the drone just right because otherwise all you'll catch is air. I mean, I guess lame-o adults don't have to catch bugs, but I know you'd rather be orbital.
Some of awesome stuff. Speaking of awesome stuff, I'm working on a super cool experiment. Here you'll need this bug catcher drone blueprint and this protein ball recipe.
We can make bugs into protein balls. I don't know if I'm on board with that one. Falcon drone build blueprint. Details how to make it. So we got a bug catching system that's been implemented. Another source of food. So really, if you're smart at the beginning of the game, you really will just strip the surface of all the minerals you can see because there's a bug to catch there. As you can see, they're less occurring now that the surface is returning to normal. This guy, I quite like him. He says really cool things.
Listen closely to the rocks. You will find that they speak a strange tongue. Yeet yeet. Skeet skeet. They sound like Zoomer rocks.
What have you got in the shop? Ore, okay. Decorative items. Decorative metal crate. A decorative steel storage shelf. Is it meant to store items? Okay. Cool design on him. Dear, do ye listen closely to the rocks as I smash your head? And this is the mining system which we have access to, which I still don't quite understand, but it's here and you get mining stuff from it. I think the numbers are an indication of like likely danger, but I'm not sure. Gas comes in and you're like, it could ignite if you don't get out of there. But you're constantly picking up minerals. I mostly find I can just cheese it anyway, no matter how dangerous it gets, so I don't really care.
I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. I didn't read the tutorial properly. A lot of gas coming in here.
I don't know if 1 means you're 1 way from danger, or 2 means high level danger.
I can't tell and I don't care.
Does 2 mean I'm safe? I don't know.
Ores don't seem safe. No.
And then you get pulled out. So you don't really get knocked out or anything, so that's good. That's the mining system. Look how beautiful the world looks now. Like, trust me, like, experiencing this bit by bit as it all comes back in is going to be an unforgettable experience. It really innovates on the idea of repairing the town. I mean, you're repairing a whole world in this. I think they really took their Stardew Valley inspiration and they really cooked with it. They let it cook. Because I saw some of the early designs for the game and it literally just looked like Space Stardew Valley. Like the sprites were too similar and everything. But like the way it looks now from their first design is just completely different. The alien is in there. I won't spoil what that's like. It's actually quite sinister. The rocks know all about Dwayne Johnson trivia. So as you can see, there's a lot of progress to be made in this game. Like, I've got a refined food processor over here, and I can make salt and grains now. I can make French fries, bread, all different kinds of bread. Minus, oh my god, that's so tasty. That's making me feel really hungry. Minus pastry. Love me a pastry. Pasty even. Lovely veggie stews and whatnot. What I love about this is, like, the food is legitimately very useful in this game. It all has very good uses. and you like seriously need it. In Stardew, it feels like you can really get by not doing a lot of eating and cooking for quite a long time, but in this it's quite important. You gonna play the music?
Play the music. I want outro music.
Oh, fine. I'll just play my own outro music then. Screw me. I wanted the cool sci-fi menu music to be playing in the background as we ended the stream, but, you know, hey ho. I'll get something else. There we go. That'll do. Yeah, so that was a taste of One Lonely Outpost. The only reason I'm not going to like plow more into it is because I am making a video about it. I haven't actually specifically duplicated that point in my save either. If I had, I just would have plowed on a bit. But I'm going to be doing a super detailed... Yeah, apparently the alien moo-moos are just around the corner. Like, they're about to turn up, basically, because you've just... I did something where a lot of specimens which had been kept in cryo sleep were now being released back onto the planet. So the alien moo-moos are, like, gonna turn up pretty soon. Basically, I'm going to do an in-depth video about why I think Stardew Valley players will love this. I mean, they might not. I got to keep playing to be absolutely sure that they love it. It's one of those kind of like, I want to take like a video essay approach, and I'm doing a series called, I want to do a series called Stardew Valley Players Will Love. And if I'm not too sure they'll love it, like, because like if I wanted to talk about Dreamlight Valley, for example, because I feel like Dreamlight Valley has some flaws, I'll probably just tweak the title so it's like Stardew Valley players may just love Dreamlight Valley, and then talk about the problems that I think prevent it from being an absolute sell. It's like I want to directly compare the game mechanics to Stardew Valley, because Stardew Valley has basically made the genre famous, and I find it really interesting to look at the different ways that new games innovate off all of those patterns and mechanics that exist in Stardew. Like, you know, in this one, you don't have a town, you make the town. You don't have a shipping bin, you have to make it. You have to bring the people. You have to feed everyone. It's got all these different kinds of pacing elements to it. It's just like, these games, like this game, can't exist without Stardew Valley because they are directly inspired by them. Dreamlight Valley, I mean, it's in the name. Portia came out around the same time as Stardew, and I think they learned some lessons pretty quickly and decided to go off in a different direction, but even they have learned a lot from the Stardew. No, actually, I think Portia came out a little while afterwards, but the farming sim genre owes a lot to Stardew, and I really want to do a detailed series where I talk about how the games have been influenced by it and why you'll probably love it. Because let's face it, you can't play Stardew forever. Even though we've got a big fat update coming, we can't play it forever. You're gonna get burnt out. Like, I love the mechanics of Dreamlight Valley, but I don't really like it's kind of like a lot of the in-game purchase stuff and some of the mechanics in it. But I've got on the whole, I've got a lot of good things to say about Dreamlight Valley. And I'm really impressed by like the way you get your tools, the way you make friends. And I feel like, yeah, probably gonna be quite a lengthy series. Yeah, but seriously, give this game a go. It will be worth your money. I feel like there's no way you could... The only thing that could put you off in this is maybe you don't find anybody particularly sexy. It doesn't have that sexy element. Miner's Pasty has meat and veg. And a dessert end that is marked so the miners know which side to eat. No way. Is that how that works? That's pretty cool. See, that's innovative. The fact that I could go on about how cooking is just so much better implemented in this game. It feels like more useful. I mean, like Stardew Cooking's useful, but let's face it, we mainly end up with like a ton of coffee in our back pocket most of the time. It doesn't feel quite as vital. We don't feel like we're gonna starve or anything like that. So yeah, I've got this. Why is my music stopped again? Can you just play all the music? What's wrong with you? Well, it's not particularly on theme. It's very tropical music. That's not what I want. This is the Coral Island soundtrack, by the way. That's a bit better. That's more on theme. Yeah, I am very picky when it comes to games. I'm never going to be like, play this, unless I think it's good. Like, simple as that. And I'm addictively playing this at the moment, so, like, I would say the same thing about my time in Sandrock. Dreamlight Valley was doing that for me for a while. Coral Island is like my #1 love at the moment. Although this game's really pushing it. If the social side of it, if characters start turning up that I really fancy and I really like, and the social side of it really starts to sing, that'll be the completion of the formula. Because Coral Island's got all that. It's just Coral Island suffers from having a very slow production course, where the game is updating quite slowly and can be quite buggy. Because I think the team's like quite new to it. Luckily, they're a really good team with a lot of talents, particularly their art director, and absolutely in love with the art director's style in Coral Island, the way they design characters. And Coral Island is actually going to have kids grow up. This is something I didn't really pay attention to a whole lot, but they have this concept design where one of the kids in town is a teenager. Like, they've already designed what they look like when they're a teenager. So there's going to be a system where the kids in town grow up to be teenagers, and also your kids can grow up to be teenagers. And I'm like, is this the first time a farming sim has done this? This is pretty groundbreaking. Will Concerned Ape do this? I kind of want to do a video talking about kids in farming games and stuff, you know? I got tons of edited video ideas anyway. I could go on about them. But thanks for watching. Thanks for coming. Let me know if you're interested in this game, what you think about it, in the comments below later, if you're watching it later. I hope your weekend has been good for you. And I'm probably going to go and play some more One Lonely Planet and work on that video. But yeah, I was really excited to share my 2 cents about this game because it does seem like a banger. It seems really good. Okay, goodbye everybody. Goodbye Danielle. Goodbye Brute Force. Goodbye Kitten Sneezes. I was here earlier. Renee. If that's how you pronounce your name. And your son Craig as well, who wanted the shout out. Axis, who is munching food right now somewhere. Anyone I missed, goodbye to. Stay safe out there.